Beware of dividing man into body, soul, and spirit. Man is body, soul, and spirit. Soul has no entity. It depends entirely upon the body, and yet there's a subtle spiritual element in it. Soul is the rational expression of my personal spirit in my body, the way I reason and think and work. Habits are formed in the soul and not in the spirit, and they are formed in the soul by means of the body. Jesus Christ told his disciples that they must lose their soul, that is, their way of reasoning and looking at things, and begin to estimate from an entirely different standpoint. For a while, a born-again soul is inarticulate. It has no expression. The equilibrium has been upset by the incoming of a totally new spirit into the human spirit, and the reasoning faculties are disturbed. In your presence possesses ye your souls, says Jesus. That is, the new way of looking at things must be acquired with patience. On the basis of his redemption, Jesus Christ claims that he can put into my personal spirit his own heredity, Holy Spirit. Then I have to form character on the basis of this new disposition. God will do everything I cannot do, but he will do nothing he has constructed me to do. Our virtues are habits as well as our vices. God does not give us our habits, but he holds us responsible in proportion for the habits we form. For instance, God does not hold a child born in the slums responsible in the same degree for its habits as he does a child born in a Christian home. The fact remains, however, that we form our own habits. God gives us a new disposition, but he gives us nothing in the shape of character. We have to work out what God works in, and the way we work it out is by the mechanical process of habit. It begins with our minds, as it is written in Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 to 9. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. What you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and God of peace will be with you. In 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5, we destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ. Through our minds is meant thinking that can be stated in words. There is a great deal of thinking that cannot be expressed in words, such as which is stirred by susceptibility to the beauties of nature, or art, or music. That is spirit not yet made rational in the soul. We are responsible for our habits of thinking, and Paul in these passages is dealing with the phase of mental life in which a man can choose his thinking and is able to express it in words. The old idea that we cannot help evil thoughts has become so ingrained in our minds that most of us accept it as a fact. But if it is true, then Paul is talking nonsense when he tells us to choose our thinking, to think only on things that are true and honorable and just and pure. The point is that we make a mental decision to do a certain thing, and the habit of doing it grows until it becomes absolutely mechanical. Remember, then we can and we must choose our thinking, and the whole discipline of our mental life is to form the habit of thinking right. It is not done by praying. It is not done only by strenuous determination, and it is never easy to begin with.